Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Pristine Guidance. I've been feeling really called to do a video about the uncertainty of the times at the moment with the virus, and I don't really want to name this too much because I don't want to create more fear, more drama, more uncertainty. So we're just going to have a look today at, I've got a channeled message written down here by the archangels, and I've pretty much just connected in with the angelic realm to bring through a collective message about some information on why this is taking place and what's coming of this. Okay, and then I'm going to do some cards to help you on how you can deal with the energy of fear and uncertainty, and to help you just stay grounded, keep yourself, centered through this time and keep yourself moving forwards. Okay, so I just felt like this really strongly to do these messages. And first of all, I'm going to start off with the channeled message that I've written. So I'm going to read this out. So, so what activated this change at this time? And the message is, what created this change and uncertainty with the virus was a call from our souls and the universe. This change not only on the level associated with the virus, but also in regards to all of Gaia's ascension, including your own individual soul and evolutionary process. It's a time of aligning with will and heart, emerging and understanding the concept of now, and the old paradigms of being are breaking away for a new way of being. Just like on an individual level, through the breaking away or apart from your old self and ways of being, open you to a new way of being. This is what's happening globally. These interruptions and chaos creates the breaking down of old concepts, ideas, and ways of being, allowing for a new way of being to be established. It breaks down the old order. The new order is the one of the heart, and will from the soul. The new order is a one of heart and will from the soul, not one of head, control, and ego. This time allows for not only companies, governments, and organizations to reevaluate, but also the individual. Allowing an acknowledgement and healing to take place within all our internal and external worlds. This time focuses us on the present moment and to really look. This shining of light removes the shadows that are so easily ignored when all is in order. The world is calling forth the energy of community, kindness, and love. Okay, because as souls we are love, and like in this channeled message, it's about coming back to self, coming back to really looking and reevaluating, okay, and making changes. And it would be great if we could just make changes organically, but sometimes when things have been stuck in a certain place, I know that in my own world, that sometimes things need a push, some things need to break apart, and it's not like this has been put down on us. It's something that's been created. Okay, it's an energy that has created this, a collective energy. Okay, and how it manifests is just how it manifests. So what I mean is, it's not like I don't feel, because I get this, I feel like for some of you, you may be thinking, well, why does it have to be this way? And and I can understand that, but I do feel like this is just how it's manifested, this change. Just like in our own internal worlds, when something needs to change, it moves in that direction. And that divorce happens, or the house burns down, or a sickness happens, or a death happens in the family, and it creates a whole lot of change. And it creates the change because it forces us to look at it. It forces us to look within. And just like in our internal worlds, the same within the external world on the planet, we get given this information time and time again, but we fail to look at it. Okay? And then when something like this happens, that's when we stop and look and heal and change and evolve. So I want to have a look at now at the fear, the chaos, and how you can keep yourself grounded and centered in this time, because this is really important. And I know in my own experience, I don't watch the news. I try to avoid getting into that line of energy because I can feel it. And because it doesn't help, I cannot control it. I can only control my internal world. And then if I keep myself as balanced as I can, then I can walk around into the external world, okay, and emanate and vibrate at more of a peace level to help others around me also feel more at ease, okay. And I feel like this sort of helps to feed into the collective with more calming energies, rather than vibrating at that fear, because what that fear does, it creates more of it. And it's just the law of attraction. The more you talk about this virus, the more you have these conversations, the more you hear about it, it creates more of it. It creates more anxiety. And Spirit showing me it's like a big storm, like it's like a tornado, okay. And this tornado is getting larger and expanding, larger and larger and larger, okay. So if I can get you who's watching this to focus on the internal world as much as you can, keeping yourself grounded to Mother Earth, keeping yourself as balanced as you can, you feed the energy of peace into the collective, which helps to create some stability within that collective energy field, which helps Spirit, it helps the collective on this planet to get back into homeostasis, back into balance, okay, and create what's needed to bring that into manifestation, okay. But if we keep talking and creating more of that fear, it makes this process longer and more chaotic and more stronger, okay. Just like in an individual world, if you're in a certain situation or a certain drama or a certain conflict, the more you focus on that, the bigger and bigger it gets, the more and more obstacles that are placed in front of you. And it's not that you consciously want that to happen, of course not, but it's just part of the laws of the universe and how it's created moving forwards, because of the strength of your spirit, of your mind, okay, your creative ability. We're so strong and powerful, we don't even realize it. So if we are focusing on that so much, it just keeps putting those barriers in place. Whereas I said, if we are focusing on ourselves and we're focusing on keeping ourselves balanced, then we can send out more balance into the universe, into the collective energy here on Earth. So that's why I felt like I have to come here and chat to you guys. Now, I have some cards here, so we're just going to do a little more messages. It'll probably pretty much touch base on what I've been talking about. But let's have a look now on, I'm just going to grab my cards here and we'll get some more messages from Spirit in regards to keeping balanced and out of the fear energy. Okay, so we have the card here of sacred divinity. And I feel like with this card, it's a message of you being a sacred being, okay, who is divine and who is a powerful being of light. And as I said, that you don't feel like you don't have any power here, because you absolutely do. In the external world, it may look so huge, but you are a powerful being of light. And if you can, as I said, if you can understand that and know that and keep yourself in that balance, and if everybody watching does that, and then more and more people feel comfortable around you to start doing that, this is where the power is. Okay, this is your sacred and divine power that you can connect to and bring out into this planet. Okay, I'm going to get another card from the Archangel deck. Okay, so we got the Lovers card, and this card is about decisions from the heart. So connecting with your heart and making choices from your heart rather than from your fear or from your mind. Okay, and in regards to this situation, I feel like it's connecting with your heart and saying, okay, should I become involved in this? Or, you know, what's the right thing to say in this situation? What's the right thing to bring up in this situation? Because I do feel like this is around communication, and I do feel like also they're pointing out, it says on this card, the power of love. So I feel like there's also a choice to connect with people who are in the same sort of energy of love and trust, and focusing more on keeping balanced rather than focusing on everything that's going on externally. Let's have a look what the angels and ancestors want to say. Be graceful in movement and action. I feel like this is about you keeping in the present moment as much as you can, and being mindful about every action that you take, every step that you take, every movement that you make, just to keep you in as much present moment energy as you can. And I feel like there's a level of patience as well, okay? shift your perception. So shift your perception from focusing on everything that's going wrong, all of the fears, and start focusing on what's going on around you that is good. Where are you being supported? What is it that is what are you seeing around you that is positive? Okay, looking for the positive around you. Move beyond your ancestral patterns. I feel like with this card, this is about, I'm just seeing base chakra, where a lot of the ancestral energy sits. And this is like our survival instincts and our fear-based energies. So I feel like this is about you being aware of that part of you and acknowledging when you do have the fear and when you do have the uncertainty, and then refocusing your awareness and shifting your perception back to your divinity, which is what I think, which is back to your own divinity and knowing your own inner strength. Okay, I'm being guided to use these cards again. Follow the voice of your soul. Okay, with this card here, I feel there's this important message of you really being in touch with your intuition right now. Because what moves you forward right now, what helps you to feel, okay, I want to say also, don't doubt yourself, okay? I feel like that you will get these strong feelings if you connect with your balance, okay? Center yourself, balance yourself so that you can be connected with your intuition, because your intuition is going to show you the steps you need to take, where you need to be at the right time. Also, I'm hearing in regards to resources, showing you where you can get the right resources for what you need, specifically if this is to do with food. You know, this could even be in regards to just being in the right place at the right time to get what you do need. I think it's your intuition's going to be your real guidance right now. It's going to be your real strength. So get in touch with your intuition as much as you can. Okay, it's going to be very important. And the more you feel that connection and the more that you're in the right place at the right time, the more connected with the universe you feel, the more, you know, the less fear you feel, okay, which is really important. I had a card sticking in the deck. I should actually have a look at it, see if it was meant to be there. Oh, foundation and achievements. Okay. A lot of you might be having to stay home with family. Okay. You may be in a lockdown situation. Okay. And then I feel like with this rainbow, there's an opportunity for healing and growth as you spend more time with the people that you love. I also get this sense of opportunity of really planning for your future. And really listening to your heart and getting into your heart energy, especially if you are at home and you're having to stay at home. Look at it as a way of restructuring and re-evaluating your life and really feeling into your heart about what it is that you want, listening to your intuition. And with the submerge, this is about you really getting in touch with any emotions that are under the surface, anything that is hidden away that can't be seen. So I feel like, you know, this time allows you to, if you do have to, I feel like this is in particular for those of you who are at home, it allows you the time to really discover who you are and your own truth. Again, we've got instinct here. This goes alongside what I was saying about you being in touch with your intuition, okay, and let that guide you, okay. The more you're in your intuition and you're connected with the divine, the more you are, the stronger your instincts. Strength, beautiful. That's something we need, is strength. Strength to move through whatever life brings us at this moment. Strength is, even though it doesn't matter what happens, you can see that this mountain is pretty solid, right? And it doesn't matter what happens around that mountain. Everything could be falling apart, but the message for you is to keep strong like that mountain. And even if you do fall apart for some time to time, or get pulled into the energy of chaos and fear, coming back, looking, you could even take a mental picture of that mountain. Come back to your mountain. Come back to your own strength. And that's what I've been doing myself, because I also work in the airport industry. So when I go to work, I'm seeing, you know, I'm hearing about it all day. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm seeing the flights being cancelled. I'm seeing the declining passengers. I'm seeing biosecurity, things like that. And, you know, I try to keep in my little bubble, but I can't always do that because, you know, I go to work and see this, or it pops up in my, you know, Google articles or whatever. So you know, you are going to have these things coming up for you, and particularly if you're in a place where you are in lockdown, or you can't access school, your kids can't go to school, and you know, you're going to the shops and there's not enough food and things like that. This again brings you back into the uncertainty and the fear, which is completely understandable. So you having this awareness is the strength, because you remaining connected with this understanding, you can bring yourself back to center and say, okay, I'm focusing again on my mountain, on my inner strength. And that's what I'm doing every time. Like I could pretty much, like tomorrow, find out that I've got no shifts and no money coming in. So I could get caught up in that fear and start getting more anxious and, you know, stop doing my YouTube and just fall apart. But I'm choosing to come back to my mountain. I'm choosing to come back to my inner strength and trust in the universe, trust that I'm being guided, trust that what I need will come to me, and trust that if I keep myself in alignment and in balance, that I will get the intuition of what I need moving forwards. Okay, I had one of my spirit guides say to me the other week, because I was getting into a little, you know, anxiety, and because I have 2 children to look after as well. And this guide of mine spoke very firmly in my ear and said, look, your job right now is to keep yourself in alignment, okay? Because when you're in alignment, everything will fall into place, okay? And it allows the universe, it allows your guides, your angels, to be able to bring things into your awareness, to be able to bring what you need towards you. So, sorry, I was distracted. So yeah, just keep yourself in strength, all right? Okay, we got the card of invocation and ceremony. This is about remaining connected with spirit, okay? So if you have an altar at home, okay, set that up, or go and sit at your altar, light a candle, make the intention to connect with spirit, okay, so that they can not only send you information but also raise your vibration and energy. Radiance. Knowing the radiance of all of who you are, and that you are this beautiful spiritual being living in this physical reality, okay, and to shine your light and to keep moving forwards. And remember what I was saying about you radiating that sense of calmness around you is going to really help others. So that's the gift that you have. New moon promise. So I feel like with this new moon card, I feel like I'm hearing new dawn. So the raising of the new dawn, I feel like that's a promise that this won't be forever, and that there will be a forming of a new way, and that things will become clearer soon, and that you will be looked after, okay, just as long as you are keeping connected. That is the strongest message, and I know I keep repeating it, but I have to keep repeating it because that is what's going to get you through this time. Look at this, the earth. This is Mother Earth saying, I'm going through this rebirth with you, okay? Keep connected with the earth, with Mother Gaia. Allow her to guide you while you're here, okay, to nourish you. Going out also near the water, if you have water near you, or out into nature, is really going to help you to feel more calm as well, and peace. It's also going to purify your energy field and uplift your energy field. Okay, so if you can, go for a swim in the ocean, sit with the trees, okay, because that is going to, the trees are going to feed your vibration with that stillness, okay, and that vitality that you need. And let's have a look what we need to surrender to as well at this time. Collective, please. What's coming up to me as well, if you have children, or if you are a highly anxious person and you are having trouble with keeping yourself balanced, okay, and centered, that is okay, all right? I don't want you to feel like watching this and like, oh my God, but you know, I'm just hearing someone saying, oh, but you don't understand, like I can't do this and I'm just a wreck. And I just want to say, don't hate yourself for that. You need to have love for yourself and compassion for yourself, okay? We're all in this together, and we're all at different levels of our understanding and at our own evolutionary process, and you know, so if you are, you know, and everybody's experiencing different levels of this, okay, you could, you know, this is a global video. You could be in a part of the world that is highly challenging. I cannot even begin to imagine what some of you may be going through. So while I'm saying this, I'm not being insensitive to you at all. I want you to acknowledge where you're at. I want you to have compassion, okay, and understanding for that. And if you can get outside, if you can find a way, okay, to, in any way, to connect with somebody, talk to somebody, read books, I don't know, find anything you can do to distract yourself, because I am feeling like for some of you it's not going to be as easy as just like having a meditation or whatever. If it means you distracting yourself by, you know, listening to music or coloring in or talking to someone. Sorry, we've got works going on at the house at the moment. Whatever it takes, you do that, okay? And even if you can access a counselor at this time, wherever you are, that's going to be beneficial for you. And if you've got children who are going through this, to really just to comfort them and have as much empathy as you can, and, you know, just have to ride the wave right now, especially if it's other people that you're dealing with in regards to this. I want you to, and Spirit's also saying, if you are caretaking for other people and they're becoming demanding and highly anxious, that you need to have your own boundaries and to step away, fill your own cup, or in other words, gain your own peace, and then come back. And just sort of holding a space for them and understanding of where they're at as well, and just saying, okay, you know, I understand this is hard for you, but then also stepping back again, coming back to center, and then going and helping others as well, because you're very important. You're most important. You need to get your own self in alignment first, then you can help other people, okay? And again, ask for support if you need it, okay? Surrender your fear of intimacy. I feel like this could be to do with, at this time, I feel like, you know, you could be sort of put into situations where you have to sort of be in an environment with people who you haven't had to really, you know, especially if you're in a lockdown situation and you're having to be with people that you would normally sort of not spend so much time with. I feel like there's this surrender card is about you releasing any fear of that closeness with them, and opening yourself to even a new understanding of that person, okay? They told me to pick this card up. It says trust the higher forces, okay? And they're also saying this is also about you being intimate with Spirit at this time, and trusting Spirit to guide you as well. What else do they need to surrender to assist them at this time? Surrender to non-action, okay? It says now's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you, okay? So again, this is clarifying what I was saying about you staying in alignment, you staying in your own power, your own connection to the divine, your own connection to Spirit, okay? And it's a time of just trusting right now and staying in the present moment as much as you can, okay? Now, there was another thing I had to cover here, and it was, we're going to have a look just quickly at what energy is coming of this, okay? So we're just going to look at the, is this the right cards? Oh, there they are. And we're just going to have a look at what's being activated from this, okay? What's coming out of this when this finally does settle. Let's have a look at the energy. Okay, it says curiosity. The frequency of curiosity supports our intrinsic and inquisitive nature, which is necessary driving force behind the growth and evolution. Look at that. So that's what's coming. When this settles down, it's going to be creating questions. It's going to be creating that growth and of evolution, okay? And I'm being guided to do another one of these. And a lot of heart energy, guys. I'm really feeling it in the heart chakra. Okay, we've got the divine masculine being activated as well. So the frequency of the divine masculine supports our active, focused and strong side, facilitating a capacity to transform our dreams into forms. So, you know, this is what's coming, is this ability to connect with not the wounded masculine, but the divine masculine, the masculine that supports our growth, the masculine that is strong and firm in what they know is their dream, okay, and being able to move towards that. So that's really beautiful. Let's do one more. Attraction. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey towards inner balance and harmony. Okay, so this is bringing in what it is that we need for our journey forward. Okay, and this is not just our individual journeys, but also the planetary movement forwards. Okay, and lastly, we're just going to grab a card from the light worker deck, and we're going to have a look at the general energy for coming out of this situation. Oh, beautiful. You know, because we had the divine masculine here and the divine feminine. So, wisdom of the divine the wisdom of the divine feminine alongside the divine masculine brings us towards, and the planet towards, more harmony, understanding, growth. Okay, this divine feminine energy knows when to be receptive, knows when to allow, is nurturing. And the divine masculine and also the divine feminine brings about the ideas of change, and the divine masculine brings those ideas into action. So that's what's being brought in for us through all of this. And you know, look, I don't think really any of us know exactly how this is all going to unfold, but what we do know is that we have each other. And what we do know, for those of us who are connected and with spirit, with the universe, we know that we are going to move through this, and we know that we can create a change here. Okay, we can assist. Okay, so keep yourself grounded to the earth, guys, as much as you can. Keep yourself connected with spirit. Try and keep your energy up as much as you can, and you know, that light-hearted energy, I try to bring that to me when I go to work, just to lift the energy and have fun with the everyday. Remember the present moment. Focus on the present moment, because if we worry too much about what's coming, then we're in the fear. And if we're focused too much on what's going on around us, we're focused on the fear. So if we can just focus on the people around us, you know, where it is that we are and what's really beautiful around us, it helps keep us more stable and more grounded in that present moment, even if it means even if we're stuck inside and we can't go outside, we can focus on creating something while we're in that space. It's just that shift of perception, guys. I hope you are understanding my messages. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best. Much love to you all, and I will be doing a individual sort of message guidance reading on this as well, but I just felt like doing a collective one. Thank you. Much love. Bye for now.